Morning traders, it's Trades here. Let's see what we have in store for the day today. News-wise, we've got EUR CPI flash estimate at 10, might drive the market a little bit, and then at 1:30 we got core PCE price index for US dollar. That might also drive price, cause some volatility. Euro dollar is the last day of the month. Prices obviously come up to this high below the buy side liquidity that I was aiming for going into the week, and took out liquidity above this. I was saying in my previous videos, if you watched my videos at the start of the week, I was anticipating price to reach all the way to that buy side liquidity. However, midweek I started to change my mindset, taking into consideration that we took out this high which has liquidity resting above it, and also the fact that it's the end of the month. We started to see displacement on the lower time frames. I was hesitant to start looking for a long position all the way up to that buy side liquidity. The order flow has been bullish, right? We have held, prices failed to clear out fair value gaps along the way. Daily time frame, strongly bullish order flow. We have come into, see, this week has just been bearish from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Every candle has failed to close above or even wick above the previous candle or previous day, and looks like we have come into a fair value gap. We might find some support at this 50% level of this fair value gap. I also like the fact that this fair value gap itself is the second fair value gap after this, and if price does hold that 50%, then I would expect price to be more bearish, or it might come down and tap into the start of the next fair value gap, which also happens to be at this order block, just above that order block. So yeah, some potential opportunities to, I guess, counter trade in a long-term trend position. Since rejecting this 1.2 level, right, you can see price failed to close above this high. We failed to make a new high, and then price displaced with bearish displacement, closing below this strong bullish fair value gap, holding these bearish fair value gaps, and since then we've just maintained that bearishness, coming into this low. Ideally, I do want to see price tap into that 50% if I want to look for any kind of a long position. We also created this equal high yesterday, and then price displaced, pullback, closed below, and now it's ranging. Honestly, I would love to see this 50% get taken out and provide some kind of entry, because on the 1 hour time frame we are also forming this channel pattern. So let's see what the pair has in store for us today. Pound dollar, going into the week I was bullish. However, I was also wary of the fact that we had just tapped into this monthly time frame fair value gaps 50% last week and held steep in discount. It's the final fair value gap as well on the monthly time frame, so of course it's a very strong fair value gap. I was expecting maybe price will take out at least the buy side liquidity, which is below a daily time frame fair value gap, and then hold the monthly time frame fair value gap and then push lower. But that 50% holding just shows a stronger sign of bulls failing to push price higher. And at the moment, because it's the last day of the month, last day of the week, it does look like we're closing the week with a bearish pin bar. Look what happened last time. Strong bullish momentum up after closing above these highs. Similar pattern is repeating itself, and then this pin bar which opened and failed to close above previous week's close. Same week here. Now are we going to get a similar runner like this one? Are we going to come back down? Especially this one actually rejected a strong higher time frame POI. This one had rejected this order block, right? But this one is rejecting a monthly time frame fair value gap. So are we going to see a deeper retracement? The 1 hour time frame looks like this. I'm sorry, daily time frame. We had this pause, which was followed by a strong bullish move up, and then prices starting to move lower. It came into this daily time frame 50% fair value gap yesterday and found some support, and since then it has been consolidating sideways. I would expect price to be another bearish day today, just based off the kind of pattern I've seen it in the charts. Normally if this had been an engulfing candle, then maybe not, but we've got two bearish candles, so it might be another bearish. And look how nicely this rejected the monthly time frames fair value gaps 50% yesterday before coming down. On the 240, we've got this order block above this fair value gap. However, I actually like this zone right here where we have equal lows above a 240 fair value gap. I don't know if we will reach that level today, but we also have this fair value gap below that order block inside that swing. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. I missed a trade yesterday on pound dollar because I was really focused on euro dollar to hit that fair value gap yesterday afternoon. I really wanted euro dollar to come down to this 50% mark and tap that 50% mark, and because I was waiting for that the whole time, I failed to acknowledge pound dollar was at that 50% level. I had my charts zoomed in too much the entire time that I didn't even see this 50% level. And yeah, price comes to that level right there, starts to consolidate and provides a entry on the London close. So yeah, we get this, price comes down, displacement, market structure shift. I don't want to take a trade there. Don't really like that kind of entry anymore. And then we come back down, hold this, come back down, then close above this bearish fair value gap, turning that into an inverse fair value gap, and then price comes down, holds this 50%. Ideally, if I was taking a trade, I would have been taking it around this level, stops at these highs. I probably would have taken target ones at this high, and then target two probably somewhere. Yeah, so I realized I should be zooming out on my charts throughout the day, which I do normally tend to do that. I don't know why. Yesterday I was looking at too many pairs. I was looking at Aussie dollar. I took a trade on Aussie dollar. I was looking at Kiwi. I was looking at pound dollar, euro dollar. And I've noticed whenever there's too much noise going on, I tend to ignore the things that actually matter, which is following the rules, such as trading at daily time frame fair value gaps 50%, especially when price starts giving me signals that it's going to hold. So yeah, that's pound dollar for today. My prediction for pound dollar today is, honestly, I don't really have that much prediction. Maybe we'll take out this low and then we'll push up before coming back down. It does seem that we are bearish. We're currently consolidating around this level right there on the 15-minute. I believe it will be clearer. We've got this 1 hour fair value gap right there. That price might consolidate, push up, take out, and then come back down. Come back down to these lows, find support, and then push back up. I'm not sure. I think this would be a good location to go short as well if price starts to move in that direction rapidly. Cool. And that's that for today.